across the entire network, making it more secure and impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. Then it is verified and validated by every node in the blockchain network to proceed with the process of making the transactions. It's cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many more that make use of this blockchain network for transactions, as it helps you keep track of them as the market capitalization of the cryptocurrency. Almost every day, new cryptocurrencies are coming in front, and more people are willing to participate in this revolution of the economy. Blockchain is believed to revolutionize the economy and technology of the world in the coming future. And like Fred Esram, co-founder of Coinbase, said, everything will be tokenized and connected by a blockchain one day.
All right, that's short and simple, straight to the point. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing the way things are done. It's not just applicable in the world of finance or cryptocurrencies, but that is the largest use case today. Blockchain has found expression in the government, in the area of electioneering, in agriculture, in real estate, in banking and finance. Banking and finance happens to be the biggest, actually. Many more industries like the medical industry, even the legal industry, we see the application of blockchain every single day in different fields of life. All right? The accountants and the bankers would already know that blockchain has completely disrupted the way banking is done, the way finance work these days. What we're trying to talk about is the biggest and the most popular application of blockchain technology. Blockchain is not cryptocurrency. Blockchain is over and beyond cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies is just one of the applications of blockchain. So you can see blockchain as a mother and cryptocurrency as a son to blockchain. Do you get me? Blockchain is the technology upon which cryptocurrency works. So cryptocurrency works based on the principles and the systems of blockchain. It's only normal for us to introduce it to blockchain as a concept because it is open, transparent, and distributed ledger. All right. So what it means is that transactions and activities can run on a system without the intervention of human, and that repairs a lot of things. That fixes a lot of things. If there is someone to approve your transaction and that person decides to slip over or slip off, what happens to the transaction is left unapproved, right? If there's someone to maybe balance an account, that person is prone to errors, human error and mistakes, right? But the computers will not make such error. The speed, the efficiency, the transparency, is the reason, or there are some of the reasons why people prefer to apply blockchain technology to everyday life. But what is cryptocurrency? Because that is the biggest application of blockchain today. It's the most popular, and it is the one that is changing the finances of people like crazy. All right? Cryptocurrency was discovered in 2008. I don't want to go into that, but cryptocurrency is got from two basic words: crypto, from encryption and cryptography; currency, anything that is used as a means of exchange. Bring these two words together, it means encrypted money or encrypted currency, right? We watched a video that talked about money not having its value because gold standard was taken away from it by Nixon, the former president of the US, thereby exposing the government's money to a lot of challenges. I don't want to go into that, but cryptocurrency is here to fix those challenges. Arbitrary printing of money by the government is another challenge, and that's why cryptocurrency is not created by the central bank. Otherwise, they would fraudulently create many money or much more money than is needed in a fraudulent way, not legal, and it would affect the masses because the ones you have in your bank account and in your pocket, they begin to lose value. Have you heard one time Zim had a challenge with their currencies? Yeah. Have you heard Nigeria's challenge with their currency value? Have you heard Venezuela? Have you heard the case in Lebanon and many more countries? I don't know how it is in South Africa. Is the currency gaining strength or is losing strength?
It's losing strength.
It's losing strength.
Yeah.
Good. So cryptocurrency fixes all of these challenges because if government prints more money, what you have lose value. You still have exactly 1 million rand, but in purchasing power is maybe 700,000 or 500,000. But in figure, you still have 1 million, all right? So apart from that, the problem or challenges of counterfeiting. I don't know how it is here, but in certain parts of the world, there are counterfeit currencies. Some fraudulent guys they have the machines, they just print money where they are not government. So that also is a challenge fixed by cryptocurrencies and a lot more. Now, these things have given credibility to cryptocurrencies, thereby making a lot of people want to have a lot of cryptocurrencies because cryptocurrency is the new money. What we call money is actually just currency because the currencies we have today doesn't fulfill the criteria of money. Money is supposed to be a store of value. If you keep 1 million rand today, is it the same as 1 million rand 5 years ago?
No.
It's not the same, yeah? So can you say it's a store of value? Of course not, right? And many more that I don't want to go into. So cryptocurrency is actually a global currency, can be used anywhere and everywhere around the world. It works based on the principles of blockchain technology. Therefore, we're talking about credibility, transparency, and of course accountability. And it is applicable in decentralized finance called DeFi, meaning you and I can grow our wealth using cryptocurrencies. Decentralized finance is the new way of investing in the global economy, decentralized finance. Before we talk about that, people will ask, why do we need cryptocurrencies? When I have the rand, I have the dollars, I have the pounds, euros, etc. Why do I need to have some cryptocurrencies? That brings us to evolution of money. Money has changed over time. Your knowledge of change in concept and change in time will help you position for opportunities. You must understand seasons and time, just like the sons of Issachar, right? Sometimes it is not your strength or your knowledge that makes the money. Sometimes it is the action you take, how you position yourself, opportunities meet you, right? So in those days, many years back, our foreparents were doing transactions by barter. They give out a goat to take maybe a bowl of rice. They give out maybe a tuber of yam to take maybe a chicken or something, what they need. So you basically exchange what you have for what you need, right? And after that, they started using precious metals, silver, gold, diamonds, etc. In Africa, our foreparents used cowries. Have you heard that in history? Cowries. And after that, we started using paper money. It originated by signing a receipt for depositing your gold and silver in the bank. So those were the days banks were institutionalized. You take your diamonds there, you take your golds there, you take your silver there for safekeeping, and they needed to sign a paper receipt to say, yes, this guy, this woman has dropped maybe 2 ounces of gold, 1 gram of silver, etc. That paper became a means of transaction. Again, my brother was speaking and he talked about currency types. And he talked about credibility as a type of currency. For people who do not have that name and credibility, how do you make purchases? You want to buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari like he used in his example. You go to the dealership, you must offer something to get the car, right? So, in those days, your gold will be in the bank. The receipts is what you use for the purchases. Then the dealership will go claim the gold because the paper was not money. It was the gold that was money. And after that, we went into plastic money, web money, web teller, web money, a lot of them, net teller, Skrill. All of these things are digital currencies, but with a plastic, we can control the monies in the bank. Even right now, we have ATM cards. I don't know how you call it here. Plastic, right? You make payments and purchases, etc. And after that, we went into full e-currencies without the card. PayPal without the card, and a lot of others. But the recent evolution of money, the new generation money, which is money for the future, is called cryptocurrencies. If you understand the power of cryptocurrencies, you want to have a lot of it. Let's see what's on the next slide. Let's look at this. We're talking about blockchain and digital assets, right? Cryptocurrency is a digital asset. Why? It is digital in nature, it has value, it appreciates over time, it is used as a means of payment and remittances, it is used as a means of investment because it appreciates over time. And now we want to look at the performances of different asset classes. Amazon stock in the past 10 years has grown by about 1,052%. Tesla stock has grown by about 12,000% in the past 10 years. Bitcoin in the past 10 years, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, the first ever known, so it is a digital asset. It has grown by about 570,000%. And then S&P 277, Google stock 700%, Microsoft stock 1,000%, and gold has grown by about 9%. Now look at this. Amongst all of these assets, they are all asset classes, right? Stocks of companies, gold and all of these, Bitcoin compared to them. What do you think? Be the judge. This is because in 2009, when Bitcoin started, it started at about 10 cents, $0.1 in 2009. How many years from now?
That's 15 years, huh?
About 15 years?
15 years, yeah.
Today, as I speak, this moment, is about $65,000 to $66,000 per unit of Bitcoin. Which stock has performed like this? How many of us invest in stocks? Which asset has performed like this? I'm trying to get the exact figure where Bitcoin is right now. Is there anyone here with the exact figure? We're getting somewhere actually.
Yeah, it's 65,538.
65,538. Let's call it $65,000. If you had 1 unit of Bitcoin in 2009 as an asset, just like some of us bought a plot of land years ago. How many of us have invested in landed properties? In landed properties? Good, good. I also have invested in landed properties. How many of us have invested in stocks and shares? Stocks and shares. It's good to invest in all of these asset classes, but we must also educate ourselves on the best performing asset classes per time. Because sometimes you are holding on to an asset class that is depreciating because you are not updated, you don't have the updated information, and that becomes a problem. Cryptocurrencies are right now the highest performing asset classes, and they are called digital assets. They are digital assets because they are tokenized, meaning they are in the form of token. They are stored online, they are used online, meaning spent. You can use them to pay for flights. When I was coming to South Africa, I had missed my flights at the airport, and I wanted to pay again immediately to be on the next flight, and I gave them my plastic card to charge. I had a lot of money there, but they couldn't charge it because of the bank policies doesn't allow international payments, right? And I was going to be stranded because I'm on a tour. I'm traveling to about 11 countries before I'm back. So I was flying from a country other than my country. I wasn't in my country. I was in Addis Ababa. And I had missed the flight, wanted to pay for the next flight to be in South Africa, but they couldn't charge my card because I wasn't in my country or country of origin. They tried to block it for anti-money laundering, right? That is just like the local bank policy. I would have been stranded if I didn't have the concept or the knowledge of cryptocurrencies. You know what I did? The lady said, "I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you." I took out a global card. This card, if I'm in Canada, it works for me. I'm in Malaysia, it works for me. I'm in South Africa, it works for me. I'm in Addis, it works. I'm in Nigeria, it works. I'm in the States, I'm in Europe, anywhere I am, it works. Why? Because I understand cryptocurrency as a global payment system. So you see, it's not only for investment purposes, it's also for payments and remittances, right? It's highly performing, and you can see what it is, giving people lots of return on investment for their money. So the performance is really mind-blowing, unimaginable, too good to be real. That's how people put it, right?
Yeah.
When you say you can make 20% profit in a month, people say, oh, this is too good to be real, or too good to be true, right? Oh, this is a scam. Oh, I love this kind of scam that has helped me out of, I would have been stranded. It bailed me out. I love this kind of concept. Now, because of growth, because of technology, because of development, because of innovation, you don't expect things to remain the same every time. Things are changing with time, and we must be open-minded enough to grow with the times. We must understand seasons. It is the era of IT, it is the era of blockchain technology, and the growth in technology, especially with cryptocurrency, is unprecedented. It's like something that has never been seen or experienced before. So you must be open-minded enough to understand how and why the growth is so rapid, instead of attacking it. Once upon a time, we were in the agricultural age. After a while, we developed into the industrial age. In the time of industrial age, people who were struggling with agriculture weren't making as much money as people who moved into the industrial age. True or true? True? It doesn't mean people in agricultural age would not make money or weren't making money, but they weren't making as much as people who were working in the industrial age. Away from industrial age, we have moved into the IT or the technology age, right? But even within the technology space, there is a recent innovation called the blockchain technology. So if people in the IT world don't understand why it is possible to have this kind of unimaginable growth or profit from investing in digital assets, is because they haven't updated their knowledge yet. Are you flowing? Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Perfect. How do you make money from this kind of technology? Because the whole essence of learning is for transformation, right? Learning should end in something. Your learning shouldn't just be to add more knowledge. It should lead to transformation. It should lead to growth. It should lead to an improved life. It should lead to success. It should lead to financial growth. So, there are different ways you can make money from cryptocurrencies and all of this. I will show you the different methods, and I'll show you a system that I know if you apply now, in 24 hours you begin to see visible results. This is not after 1 year, after 5 years. We're not talking future, we're talking now. What is possible? And that's why the people who are available in this room today are winners. Please celebrate yourself. Investing in cryptocurrencies could be to just buy and hold. Professionally, we call it HODL, H-O-D-L. Buy and hold. Just like you buy real estate and hold. You buy real estate and wait, right? Maybe you buy a farmland, or you buy a plot, basically waiting for value appreciation over time. As these cryptocurrencies are assets, they behave like commodities as well. The forces of demand and supply act on them to drive the value. People buy properties, they buy land, hoping that development would come there, hoping that the value will grow or will appreciate, and then they sell at an increased price for profit. People buy stocks and shares of businesses and companies, hoping that the value will appreciate and they will make money from the appreciated value, right? This is how it works also. The other way is mining, how you can make money from cryptocurrencies. Just like we have mineral and commodity mining, we also have mining as a process of generating new tokens or new coins. We are not looking into that because it's expensive right now. I once invested $700,000 into mining, sometime in 2021. But it ended in disaster because electricity became too expensive. And it was taking more than it was producing, more than it was yielding. Within the first 2 months, it was returning $80,000 a month. And I felt maybe in a year, thereabout, I should break even. But just 3 months later, in the 4th month, we began to experience surge in the price of electricity where the mining farm was located. And what we had done was to return the machines, the mining farm, back to China. And I had to fly to China to see if I could broker a deal from the company where these machines were bought or purchased. Machines that were purchased at about $1,400 per one had also lost value to almost something insignificant. And this is because there is constant innovation that brings about latest machines that worked with minimal electricity, but we had the older ones from 2 years or 1 year plus behind. Staking. This is when you lock your crypto assets. So it means you need to purchase or buy some crypto assets and you lock them up for a duration of time, yielding you new cryptocurrencies, meaning having cryptocurrencies to give birth to more cryptocurrencies. This became the most affordable, easy to operate systems of owning or ways of owning cryptocurrencies. So one can actually build their finances with this because you don't need to invest in machines like I did. It was very expensive to mine because you needed to invest a lot of money, electricity, you needed to have engineers on site, you needed to do so much. But now it's cheaper and even more affordable to have cryptocurrencies by a process called staking. I'm going to show you how you can stake. And before I leave South Africa, I would like to get feedback for the people who are willing to experiment. We probably are going to find a way to still be in touch. Perhaps we'll have a group or we'll organize timely meetings on Zoom or Google Meet where I would like to get feedback and experiences of people, and we would be able to also do some follow-up trainings to help you understand better, because I believe that technology and concept like this is bigger than an hour training or an hour expose. We maybe need to stay in touch, so I'll be willing to stay in touch if Dr. J would kindly create for us a platform to meet, because I want to be a part of your success story. We have done this for many years and we are proud of helping people realize a new path to financial freedom. We have talked about the 4 quadrants, so we'll just go very quickly. The 3 essential things that you need to get in order for you to be successful in cryptocurrencies. 3 basic things that are important for you to be successful as a digital entrepreneur. So people who do business in the cryptocurrency space, they are called digital entrepreneurs. Some people call themselves crypto entrepreneurs. Some people say blockchain entrepreneurs. Whatever you decide to call yourself, there are 3 simple things that you need to get. 1 is the knowledge, that's the information, that's where I come in. 2, the system, again, that's where I come in. Time. Time, even if it takes 1 hour, it's time, right? If it takes 24 hours, it's time. If it takes 3 months, it's time. If it takes 1 year, it's time. Depending on your risk appetite and investment objective, you are going to be able to choose the duration that best suits you. 15 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, 360 days. It is that flexible that you as an investor get to choose by yourself. Okay, I'm someone who is risk averse. I wouldn't want to have my money out for 1 year, for 2 years like Daniel. Maybe he knows so much about it and is comfortable. For me, I just want to try out for the next 15 days and I want to see how or what it looks like. I want to try for the next 1 month and see what it looks like. If it goes good the way he has said it, then I'm happy to go again. Who loves this concept? Who likes the flexibility? Some people don't like the flexibility. All right, so I want to talk to us about an exchange where these things can be done, because we all need a system, right? I mentioned we need a system. We need knowledge and then we need a system, right? The knowledge, we already told you a little about it. I've given you a little about the knowledge of cryptocurrency, background history, how it's a good investment asset, and how you can also decide to delve into it and share in the benefit. There are different exchanges where we can perform crypto investments. An exchange is like a bank. A bank keeps your money, your rand, your dollars, right? If you're willing to send it to a user, you need to give an authorization, maybe by way of mobile transfer, or you walk into the banking hall to sign the papers and ask that a portion should be transferred to your family members or your business partner, correct? That's exactly how the exchanges work also. Digital assets are stored. They are kept in online banks called exchanges. So you cannot operate digital assets without an exchange. If this was to be a bank, a traditional bank gathering, there'll be someone from FMB, there'll be someone from Capitec, there'll be someone from, what are the other banks here?
Standard Bank.
Zenith?
Standard Bank.
Standard Bank,
Yeah.
Stanbic. I saw Access also. There's Access also in Nigeria and other parts of Africa, Ghana. Different banks will come to pitch the strengths of their banks, right? So there are different digital asset banks also, exchanges. Binance being the biggest, right now have 231 million users. Is there a bank in South Africa with 231 million users? Come on, I need response. Is there a bank in South Africa with 231 users?
No. There is
No?
none.
What's the entire population of South Africa?
64.
64 million.
I think so, yeah.
So, Binance is multiple times the size of South Africa as a country. Now we want to talk about how you can stake on this exchange called Ubit Exchange. There are different exchanges, Binance, Bybit, etc., etc. They all have their different interest rates, just like fixed deposit in the bank is an investment. Your money is in the bank, you can lock your money up for 6 months, for 1 year, for 3 months, and you enjoy, is it dividend or interest? What do they call it? Interest. That's fixed deposit interest, right? On the exchange, the same happens. And that's the reason why I said exchanges are online banks. Okay? They function the same way the banks function. The difference is that it is much more lucrative, all right, to do business on the exchange. I don't want to talk about all of this. Maybe we'll just go to the next slide. I want to talk to us about the people who had started this exchange. How many of us know BlackRock? 3 people? BlackRock. Please Google right now, take out your phone, go to Google, type BlackRock. We need to be enlightened, we need to be educated. BlackRock is one of the biggest asset management companies in the world out of the US. controlling about or over 10 trillion US dollars. They are one of the biggest in the world. eToro, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of eToro, a huge fintech company also, you also may want to Google. Blockchain Capital and all of these other 6 guys. May 28th in Malaysia in a conference like this, representatives of these companies had come out to sign an MOU agreement with this online bank because they financed this online bank. They provided the initial capital, all right, that started this online bank. They are the financiers of these online banks. What they say to us is that BlackRock has taken position in the cryptocurrency world. There is mass adoption of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology now in the corporate space, in the government space, starting from big banks and asset management companies. And that should say to us that there is something there. Wherever you see the big boys going to play, you should be there. It was Bill Gates who said, if you want to be successful in life, identify where the world is about heading to and position yourself. Because by the time the people come, you are already an authority. Do you understand what that means? It's a huge opportunity. And for you to see BlackRock and all of these other big companies controlling trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, they are playing in this space. And you're still there observing and asking yourself, should I or should I not? After all the trainings and the lectures we have received today, you should know already that you are wasting your time if you continue to analyze, because too much analysis leads to paralysis. So, success belongs to those people who take massive action to back up their decisions. Some people sit, listening to lectures, listening to presentations and trainings, and they make a decision. Oh, I'm going to change my life today. Oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I love what I've heard. I think I feel better now. I think I feel enlightened now. But that's not enough. Decisions are not enough to change our lives. Those decisions must be backed up by massive actions. Because if wishes were what? Everyone will do what? If wishes were horses, everyone would ride. Even a lame would ride. Without the legs to climb, but they will ride. You'll be surprised how a lame will be on top of the horse before yourself. So, by industry standard, Binance, you see, users at the time this presentation was made, users 170 million. This morning, just go to your Google, Binance.com. I checked yesterday, 130 or 31 million like that. 231 million like that. Is huge. This slide was prepared just a few months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago. 3 months ago, like that. 170 million. From then to now, 231. What's the differentials? And what does that tell you? In 2-3 months, there are over 40 million people who are taking position in cryptocurrency investment. And you're still here telling yourself or asking yourself, should I or should I not participate in cryptocurrency investing? Are you for real? Are you kidding me? Stock trading is also part of what is going on this exchange, because they are connected to ETF, exchange traded fund. So it means you can do stock trading. You can invest in a bouquet or bucket of stocks of different companies. Think of the Teslas, think of the Amazons, think of the different companies, right? This is a new service. They just plugged it in some days ago on this exchange. So what this means is that there is right now an interface connecting cryptocurrencies and stocks. So while we're talking about blockchain technology and digital assets, we're not limiting it to cryptocurrencies. You can sit in South Africa and buy stocks of Tesla. You can sit here in South Africa and buy stocks of Amazon. Nvidia was the highest performing stock in the past 4 months, 5 thereabouts, making wave in the global market. You can sit here, you don't need to travel to the States. You sit here, you buy it online. How is it possible? This online bank connects you to a global market where stocks are traded, right? Now, we are not focusing on the stocks yet. We'll talk about that in the coming months. Let's focus on the cryptocurrency investing that is short-term and it defies local and even global economic policies. Don't forget that the concept of cryptocurrency started as a result of the global depression in 2008. That was the problem, the challenge that gave rise or birth to this technology and innovation. Usually when there is a problem, there is an opportunity for growth. For people who pay attention to times and seasons, they win big. So cryptocurrency is a resultant innovation from the problem or challenge that happened around the world in 2008. We are talking about a concept that has been putting money in the pockets of people and helping people multiply their monies. If you have 1 million rand, there is possibility it could be 2 million rand within a year, 3 million rand within a year. The difference between yourself and the person who just gets 10% growth in their monies in the bank is just information and the willingness to take risk. Because there is no successful man on earth who is not a risk taker. There is no successful person, no wealthy person who doesn't take risk. So if you must be successful, if you must be among the wealthy people, if you must make money like crazy, you must take risk. You heard what Lebo said? He said he is a typical example of someone who failure is afraid of. Why? He is willing to try things. By trying things means he's taking risk. I know most of you are not used to cryptocurrencies now, but what will enable you to make a move or to take that chance is called risk-taking ability, right? It is your risk-taking ability that would open your mind to want to try it out. So if you must be successful, if you must be financially stable, if you must be wealthy, you must also be willing to take risk. Meaning you must be willing to try new things. People tend to want to do the same thing over and over every year to get a different result. But that is foolishness according to speakers, right? Not me.
Einstein.
What is the compliance license of this online bank? They have MSB license Canada, MSB license US, and Austrac from Australia. Of course, if you are playing in the financial space, you have a business that has to do with finance, you need also to have some form of registrations with the government, in certain jurisdictions where the business is planted. This is technology, it runs over the internet, just like Elon Musk's satellite internet right now. He doesn't necessarily need to have it registered or institutionalized or established in different countries, but being that it's in the space, it can penetrate every part of the world. This exchanger they have their own Visa card. That was what I said. I took out and made payments for my flight, and the next few hours, I boarded the flight to South Africa. I would have been stranded if I didn't have such an access and also the information. They also are doing a lot in terms of development within the digital space. And recently they connected the ETF. That's the cryptocurrency connecting it to stock. And then they have different ecological funds, they have different products I don't want to talk about, because I want to focus on how you can make money, because I know some people are waiting for this. And you want to say, show me the money. Somebody say, show me the money.
Show me the money.
Now a lot of people want to see the money, and we are going to look at the money right now. It is automated, so it doesn't require knowledge. You don't even need to know what I know. You can learn on they call it on the job, but this one you can learn on the business. Right? There are certain trainings, Mr. Ephraim, they say you're just staking for 15 days, meaning you're just willing to try it out for 15 days period for you to tell yourself if this technology is worth your time, worth your attention. With your $10,000 every day, you will get $50 every single day. And you can take it out every day if you want. So you sleep, you wake up, $50, you take it out. You sleep again, you wake up, $50, you can take it out. Every single day, you can take this money out. This is a system put in place to help people who do not know so much about cryptocurrencies. If you know about cryptocurrencies and you can trade yourself, you can get more than 0.5%. Do I have a witness in the house? Oh, I can see a hand there. Please give her the mic. Let her tell us some of the possibilities. First, she will tell us what experience she has. Can she trade herself? What are the profit potentials? What she can earn? You know, if she knows how to trade herself, what are the profit potentials? I don't know her. I've not met her. She will just tell us, her, you know, like her story and all of that, a little bit, 2 minutes, and then she can tell us the possibilities. The cryptocurrency space defies the economic and accounting principles of traditional system. Accountants? I know in economics and in accounting, this is crazy. I know it's insane. But we are in a different world. The IT world doesn't respect the economic and accounting principles of the traditional world. We can have as high as 100% incremental growth in 24 hours. It's possible. It is possible based on what we call volatility. That's the price movement of currencies from one level to another. So I'll just have her speak.
My name is Mahalane, and yes, I can trade myself.
Good.
I trade both futures and spot.
Good.
And this year alone, I can tell you, I paid off my Mercedes-Benz because
Wow.
of trading, yes.
Wow, please put your hands together for her. She paid off her Mercedes-Benz this year alone. Good. What are the profit potentials, maybe averagely in a month? Like what kind of percentage can you make or have you been making, possibly?
So it depends on your risk appetite.
Sharp.
And also how much you can, your capital.
Capital, yeah.
Yes, that you are trading with.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's basically.
Just put a number, say a range, not fixed, say between this, like that, possible?
So, for example, from my side, I started with $1,000.
Yeah.
And between February and the 1st of May, I made 80,000.
80,000 what?
80,000 rands.
Okay, 80,000 rand.
So
that's like how much in
$1,000,
dollars?
that's 20,000 in South African.
Guys, can you hear what she said?
Yeah.
Did you listen to her?
Yes.
Do you want to say that again?
Okay, so I put in capital of 20,000. Let me put it in rands.
Okay.
Yeah, then I did my trading. I did futures trading and spot trading.
Okay, together.
Yeah. So between February and the 1st of May.
How many months? February, March, April, May, 3 months.
Yeah, I made 80,000.
80,000.
Yeah,
Times 4 in 3 months. This is a possibility. You heard her right. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for her. Now.
Sorry, is she a Ubitex?
No, she's just a new person. I met her here. She's
Ubitex.
No, I used to buy Bitcoin.
she used another exchange.
Also.
Yes, she used another exchange.
Ubitex.
Yeah, so now guys, this is it. What she's doing is that she is trading digital assets herself. So it means she has spent long enough time to master the business of crypto trading, right? The point I'm trying to establish is the fact that if you do it yourself, you can potentially make more than what is promised.
Yeah.
Just like the banks, when they offer you 10% annual returns, it doesn't mean they make 10% profit in a year. They make much more, but they offer to you what is controlled. Even if they don't make profits, they know that this they can offer to you, they can give to you, no problem. Then they try again the following business year. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
It's called stable profit. These guys are offering 0.5 up to 0.85%, but definitely they are getting more than that. But because regardless of the volatility, it's bad month, bad week, bad year, it doesn't affect you. They take the bullet and they give you what they know it is realistic and sustainable for them. Do you understand this? So I just asked her to confirm that this is not too high. In fact, it is very low compared to what is possible in this crazy world of blockchain technology. But you know what's good about this? Why this is better? You don't need to know how to trade yourself. You don't need the knowledge. You save yourself the time, the stress, and also the risk is transferred to them. In her case, that 1,000 may vanish.
Yeah.
Because this is something you must know also. Right? A disclaimer in any financial world, stock trading, forex trading, crypto, as long as it has to do with money and business, is that your money can disappear. You can invest into a property. My first property was a bad deal. It was landed property, but it was a bad deal. I also mentioned my mining business, what I started with 700k USD. It was a bad business. But we keep going. We fail and we go again. We fail and we go again. We just keep going. Because in life, you must keep trying. You must keep going. Especially if you have in your mind to be wealthy, you cannot back out of taking risk. It is risk that creates wealth. Risk is what creates wealth. There's no wealthy man without risk. Don't be deceived. No wealthy man without risk. So if you see a wealthy man, just know this is a risk taker. So you must be ready to try new things. You must be ready to go again, regardless of your experience, regardless of the experience of other people in business. The word venture, business is venture, right? The word venture means risk. So it means there is no business without a risk. Only thing what is possible is to take calculated risk. And in the world of cryptocurrency, taking calculated risk means having this kind of systems in place that will give you stable returns, so that regardless of the price movement, if it's going to favor you or it's going to be against you, you have a stable, guaranteed daily income of 0.5% if you're going to have your money in the crypto for 1 week, or you're going to have your money there for 1 month, then 0.6%. If you're going to have it for 3 months, 0.7% daily. You're going to have it for 6 months, it's 0.8% daily. If you're going to have it for 1 year, it's 0.85% daily. So, this is where diversification of portfolio comes in. I know how to trade, but I'm busy. I travel everywhere, I speak everywhere. I don't have the time to be on the screen, on the computer, studying technical analysis, listening to Bloomberg TV and all the world news in order to have what we call fundamental analysis. I don't have that time. I simply create what I call diversified portfolio. Take part of my money, put it in this system. If I work, I don't work, my money is working for me. This is called passive income. So while I'm busy speaking, while I'm busy training my students, while I'm busy traveling the world, while I'm busy spending time with my family, my loved ones, while I do whatever I want to do, sports, drive around with, whatever I want to do, I know I sleep and wake up becoming richer by X% every single day. Why? Because I have access to an information that has given me a system to build my wealth bit by bit. So, compounded annual yield rate for this annual 182%, meaning if you do this, after every 2 weeks, you keep going again. First 2 weeks, oh, it went well, okay, I go again, 2 weeks again. After 1 year, your $10,000 would have grown by 182%. So close to 200%, right? I'm sure this will be 200% because there's something I'm not mentioning. I don't like to mention it. If you don't take out your profits, because they pay daily, if you don't take it out, it grows again by 0.3%. It's called compounding interest. Compounding interest. So that profit is going to grow again by 0.3%. So I'm sure after 1 year, this should be about 200%. This 219% after 1 year should be somewhere around 220% or 220 something, etc. 255 should be somewhere around 260% maybe. 292 should be somewhere around 300%. But there's also one more that is not here, 360 days. This should be somewhere close to 400% or so. Yep. Typical example, $10,000 will give you $50 every day. And after 15 days, you have 750 maybe dollars, okay? Could be more than 750 because this value is dependent on the cryptocurrency value when you're withdrawing. 30 days, your $10,000 would have given you a profit of $1,800. And then for the 90 days, $10,000 would have given you $6,300, all right? After 90 days, and after 180 days, your $10,000 would have given you somewhere around $14,400 in profit. Your capital stays. Your money is always with you, don't forget, because this is an exchange. It's like your app. You're not just throwing money in a website and you're taking your eyes off it, you're not seeing anything. No. You have an app. You can always open, you see it, you check it, you see the yield, you want to transfer just like your banking app, you take out the money. If you like, you can apply for the card. If you have $10,000 maybe and above, of course it's wise to buy the card. It's maybe $199, $200. You can take the card, put it in an ATM, and you can take the rand straight from the ATM. So crypto converted to rand directly. If you want to invest also from your bank, you can do direct purchase of cryptos. All of this, maybe we'll train you on a later date, but this is just what I wanted to show to you. Look, this calculation does not include the compounding interest, all right? This is worst case scenario. It's always more, but it's better to communicate less and experience or get more, right? Let's go quickly. Yeah, we're done. So you can also build a business out of this. You can build a business. There are so many people who we call crypto coaches. There are crypto academies. Maybe she has also paid some money to learn crypto trading, right? How much did you pay?
I paid $2,500.
Rand or dollars?
Dollars.
She paid $2,500 to learn this, to get this knowledge. But in our community, in the Wave community, in my academy, we don't charge a dime. Why? Instead of training you to go do this, thank you. Like I said, as part of my philanthropic movement, we just expose people to useful information for free, but we have a way of getting back monetary or financial value, not from the beneficiaries, not from the participants of the training, but from the companies, the systems where we refer the people to. We could have referred the people to Binance, which is another competition to this exchange, just like we have FMB, Capitec, blah, blah, blah. If I'm going to tell you, put your money in a bank, then you ask me which bank. If I'm going to say put it in FMB, there must be something, because, I mean, in my community, I've got thousands of people. Before I came here, I checked the number, we have 12,000, who are learning this alone. Remember I told you we have, between 2019 and 2022, we have trained 567,000 people in digital entrepreneurship. But right now, from May 19 to this moment, about 12,000 people had enrolled to learn just this technology.
Wow.
12,000 enrolled already. Let's see some of their results quickly. I showed you some of their results. Between May to now, some people's results, I asked, they sent to me, just so I can show to you quickly. As I leave the stage, I just wanted you to know, because we are training people, showing them possibilities in the crypto world, and we are plugging them into the system, there are different, not this one, the results. Yep, go back. Yeah, this is another one, but this is. So this morning in the car, I had texted one of my students, send me your page. How much is this? How much is that? No, maybe they don't see it. You need to borrow a glass, maybe borrow someone's glasses if you can't see it. You can take the glass from somebody if you cannot see. I need somebody from here. You don't see from here? 1,500 rand? Dollars? That is yesterday alone, not. Look at the total from May. Look at what this student has from May to now. Look. How much do you see? This, I asked this morning while we're in the car coming here. I said, I need to show these people something, because I know there are different coaches, different trainers, motivational speakers. They come, they say, if you do this, you become billionaire. If you register in my training, you make a lot of money. I'm not a motivational speaker. As you can see, I'm a core entrepreneur, right? I started my entrepreneurship journey from primary school, and today we have a group of company, media, IT, we have laundromats, we have hospitality under the real estate. So we are into development, and under the real estate we have also hospitality in 2 cities in my country. And now we're spreading into other countries. South Africa is another place we are considering. So I'll be flying to Cape Town because we are considering something there. What I'm trying to let you know is in wealth building, just like Lebo said, build your wealth somewhere. Make a mark somewhere. Make a lot of money somewhere. Build a brand somewhere. Then you can diversify. There are multiple publications about me online, about entrepreneurship, best this, highest this, most well this, blah, 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 blah. But all of this is known, or I'm known in one aspect, digital entrepreneurship, right? And then I take money from the digital entrepreneurship, I put in real estate. Development is going on, property building, blah, blah, blah. And then I fly people for trainings to my city all the time. And just like Lebo, same story, I decided to buy, like my own hospitality business and all of that. So if I have guests flying, I put them in my place. I don't have to pay hotels and all of that. I put them there. So when my guests are not there, it makes money for me. Airbnb and all of this, right? In different cities. So after that, I use a lot of technology, media, video, blah, blah, blah. We decided to invest there also. So I become like a first consumer of my service, and then I have also commercialized it. So different other things coming there, and we're open to doing franchise and all of that, maybe in the future. And that's why when they said drop minds with people, I was trying to make friendship with that because I need to maybe exchange contacts to see possibilities. If we could diversify some good monies into the franchise sector. This is another student. This guy yesterday, 2,420 US. Total end, 99,000 US. All of this was a system that started to run in the month of May. This is not 1 year, this is not 2 years, this is not 5 years. So, if you love what you have heard, let me see your hands up. You love to sleep and wake up to make more money, let me see your hands up. Only one person is not interested, maybe he will tell us why. Please give them the mic. I saw him at the back and I saw him also. They are not interested, please let me know why. What don't you like? What's your fear? I'm done, right? If I'm permitted, I'll just take maybe 2 questions and we'll be done for the day. Okay, perfect. So this is it. It's good to build knowledge, but knowledge must end in something, value. The knowledge, the information you get must be able to change something about you, either in personal development or in your finances, otherwise it is a waste. Every knowledge must end in value. It must be able to transform you. It must be able to change something about you, otherwise it's a waste. And for me, I understand there are lots of motivational speakers out there. They wear expensive suits, they appear in TVs and on social media, and they speak a lot of English. They do well to train you theoretically, but they do not have the systems to move you from where you are to where you want to be. And then you pay $10,000, $2,000, $5,000, you attend the sessions, you are fired up, you're motivated, but something is lacking. The vehicle that will move you. Now you're willing to change your levels, you're willing to change your life, but they have failed to give you the system that will move you from where you are to where you want to be. And that is where we come in, because we are system-oriented. We understand the place of systems in helping people move. Systems would empower you, whether you know it or not. That's the beautiful thing about system. Cryptocurrency is knowledge-based. So it becomes very difficult for everybody to use it because you must commit time towards learning. You must be